Episode 11 Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valera. On today's episode, we're going to be diving into season 3 of Perfect Match. The first batch of episodes 1 through 6 have dropped on Netflix this morning. And now, episode 7, 8, 9 will drop on August the 8th, with the finale coming on August the 10th. Two things. Make sure to check out my interviews with the cast releasing early next week with some of the cast members of Perfect Match Season 3. On top of that, make sure to tune in this Sunday. If you're watching on Friday, this Sunday, I'll be live with my podcast partner, Ashley, breaking down further into the world of Perfect Match. But without further ado, let's meet our singles that are on the show, that are entering the picture for Season 3 of Perfect Match. We'll meet the singles real quick. We have Carrington from Love Island Season 2. We have Cody from Temptation Island Season 1. Clayton from The Bachelorette Season 18 and Bachelor Season 26. Daniel from Dated and Related. Freddie from Love is Blind UK. We have Jalen from Too Hot to Handle Season 6. JR from The Ultimatum Marry or Move On Season 3. Louie from Battle Camp and Too Hot to Handle Season 5 and 6. Ollie from Love is Blind Season 1 UK. Ray from Love Island Season 1 and Love Island Games. We've got Scott from Love Island UK Season 10, Love Island Season 5, and Love Island Games Season 1. And then we have, for the women's side, Alex from Temptation Island Season 1, AD from Love is Blind Season 6, Hannah from The Mole Season 2. We got Juliet from Siesta Key. We have Justine from Love Island Season 2, Love Island Games, and The Challenge. We have Lucy from Too Hot to Handle. We've got Madison from Love is Blind Season 6 of Olivia from Season 1 of Temptation Island, QT from The Circle and Battle Camp, Rachel from The Bachelor, Sandy from The Ultimatum Marry Me or Move On. And that is our cast for Season 3 of Perfect Match. We're going to go ahead and dive right into seeing what unfolded. We're going to do, let's just like an episode by episode recap type of scenario. Our first, 10 individuals in the camp here are AD, Sandy, Lucy, Madison, Louie, Cody, Daniel, Juliet, Clayton, and Ole. To me, first things first, Louie's the funniest person on the planet. I love the fact that we get more Louie on our TV because he's just as hilarious. Juliet was like 5 seconds into the show and was kind of already getting my nerves. Nick Lachey said, let's kick this off with a game called Let's Puck. Each puck has a person's face on it. They drop it wherever they're like playing like Plinko. And wherever it drops, they have to do whatever it is. So Juliet goes first. Her face was Clayton. She gets body shot and does one off of him. Clayton got Lucy. He got to tease me. He got to tease her with an ice cube. And then he feeds her the ice. Like Louie's reaction early on, just mesmerizing. I love this guy so much. Lucy got Cody, and it was yoga pose. Ollie and AD got a yoga pose. They kiss upside down, which was like, oh, spicy. We see that spice came from early on with these two in that relationship. Let's see here. Madison got Louie, and it was a feed me strawberry off of her titties. Daniel got to pick whoever he wanted. He picked Juliet, truth or dare. He dared her to kiss him, and they did. Louie and AD had a vibe here early on. Charlie in the house making an appearance. Charlie. Not that Charlie. I wish Charlie was really there. Charlie's name got brought up, and I love that he got brought up because I love Charlie. We got Danielle sucking on Juliet's toes, which was definitely something. Juliet and Lucy might be fighting over Daniel. He tells her that he is feeling her. Juliet was not happy. Lucy and Daniel lock in our first match of the season with a kiss. Juliet was pissed. Ollie and Sandy are talking. She tells him to go get AD. He said he's got tunnel vision for her. He slides up on her, and Ollie and AD kiss, making our second couple. Louis a sad panda because he hasn't locked in with anyone. He pulls Madison for a chat. Madison tells him she is from Minnesota, and he has no clue where in the world that is. Louis said he's trying to keep his bad boy side down. Madison's 28. He's 23, and she was not thrilled with that age gap. Sandy comes over, and they chat. And Sandy and Louie make our third couple. Cody and Madison are chatting and mucking it up. She moved on to Clayton. Juliet comes in to interrupts Madison and Clayton, and he shuts her down. And Juliet comes back for more, and he finally lets her to have the conversation. So Madison and Cody lock it in following Clayton and Juliet. Clayton is not thrilled, but Madison called Cody Clayton, which was hilarious to see. Ollie and AD got pretty heavy, hot and heavy in this first scene pretty fast. It was pretty crazy. We got our first competition race to see what couples to and from to put in the basket. They're only allowed to use their mouths to retrieve and receive it. Winner gets to go on the date and, of course, goes into the boardroom. Clayton was hilarious. Like early on, he fell right into the water. Louis fell into the water. Madison Cody got the first one. Lucy likes biting Daniel's bottom lip, which was what? Madison said she needs a tongue scraper and mouthwash because I guess I'm assuming Madison's or Cody's mouth was a little bit didn't taste very well. Had maybe a little bit of bad breath going on. But Cody and Madison win the first challenge. Ollie is a sad panda. I love the competitive nature of the show, and I love the competitive nature of the individuals on this show. So that made me really, really happy. It was a boardroom. We got JR, Jalen, Carrington, and Freddie. Yeah, that Freddie. So they do Juliet with Carrington, and then they bring Sandy to the board to lock it in with JR. However, Madison's like, I think I'd like to go on a date with Freddie. And Cody was pissed. Pissed. He said his match is out there and it's not with Madison. She's a snake. I was like, damn. We move on to the dates. Juliet with Carrington. He said he is self-aware douchebag. Well, that's cool for you, bro. She wanted a tall, tan, and handsome man, and she got Carrington. They're going surfing. They eat a grape off of one another, leading to a kiss. I'm shocked no one choked on the grapes during this entire makeout session. Freddie and Madison. I ship these two. I don't really care. Freddie had a little shallow comment, I think, on the fit thing. I mean, I get wanting to have a fit girl, but it just felt like a little bit of a shallow shot there. But Ollie is excited to see his boy Freddie. Cody said, "I'm hoping to find my perfect match because it is not Madison." Nick announces that the ladies have the power tonight, and at the end of the night, 2 men will go home. Juliet asked Madison to talk to Cody, and she's like, "I don't give a fuck." Freddie, Ollie, and Louie all together with those accents. Like, I was in heaven. I love these guys. Sandy wants to see a more serious side of Louie and like some Carrington. He's trying to lock it in with Juliet. She said she needs a moment. She said the camera. She's like, I wasn't going to go on the date with anybody with the letter C in their name. And now she's got 2 men, Sandy and Louie. Sandy tells Louie that he needs to show that he is interested in her. Louie laid it all out, and these two rematched. He said he's Gilist and someone he said that he is the only Gilist, which is apparently somebody very good with the ladies. Lucy and Daniel match up again. Freddie and Madison lock it in. Madison's messy and I love it. Cody says, "You disgust me," and leaves. Juliet matches with Clayton, meaning Cody and Carrington are hitting the bricks. Competition number 2, the couple to pick the most correct things in You Like challenge. Louie and the shaky legs. I love Louie. Womb Raider. There's a bunch of things that were crazy. Vibrating butt plug. Lucy, congratulations. Let's see here. And then she made a funny thing about it. She's like, well, maybe I can get a code out of this. Like, use my code, Lucy20. It was hilarious. Let's see here. Ollie was failing miserably here. So Daniel mostly matched with Sandy. Lucy matched the most with Freddie. Clayton matched the most with Sandy. Juliet matched the most with Freddie. Sandy matched the most with Lewis. Freddie matched the most with Madison. Ollie and AD matched the most, winning the challenge. AD makes it known she is locked in on him, and eyes better not wonder. Nick mentions that Ollie could send himself on a date, and he laughed. And Amber said, "Why was he laughing so loud?" And I died of hysterics. We got Rachel from The Bachelorette, Alex from Temptation Island, Hannah from The Mall, QT from The Circle. They start to strategize. When I tell you, this was by far one of the funniest moments in reality TV history. I was dying. AD said she made a shot about Hannah. She's like, Hannah ain't the one, okay? She said, I ain't seen her show. She said, I seen her show. I was like, damn. They paired Freddie with Rachel. AD says she knows QT and puts Louie up there. And Ollie said, nah, fam. She puts QT back in there. He puts Alex back in. She calls him out for winning Alex in the house. Their back and forth banner was brilliant. Freddie and Rachel go on a date, and Madison is not happy. Louie and Alex go on a date. Louie is going to fold big time. His hands will run up and down her thighs. He said, brain is going to shut down mode. She's touching his leg. Freddie and Rachel are painting, which is obviously going to piss off Madison. Her painting was god awful. Her painting was god awful. Both their paintings were god awful, and their chemistry was fucking electric. Electric. Louis back and loud. Sandy's so mad because Alex is so hot. Sandy's pissed at AD. AD said he is keeping his eyes on them. Clayton is freaking out because they saw Rachel. The perfect match cast is crazy for this casting. Like, insane for this. Clayton is pissed at Ollie. Ollie didn't know it was her ex. Freddie and Rachel talk. I'm telling you right now, I shipped Madison and Freddie, but I really ship Freddie and Rachel more, I think. Like, I really do. I really like these two together. Unfortunately, they don't end up together here. But Nick announces two girls will go home. Ollie's intrigued to meet Alex because she thinks she's sexy. AD asks Ollie if he wants a drink in the middle of their chat, which was hilarious. AD staking her claim and her man. Madison came in strong with Freddie mid-chat. Freddie asked Madison if they're talking or being talking, and he was talking about Rachel and Clayton together. Rachel and Clayton were mucking it up. She said it was so heartbreaking, and I know I can't be hurt by you. Don't know if I can do that again. Freddie rematches with Madison because he sees that Rachel and Clayton were kind of 1-1, and I really feel like Freddie wanted to match with Rachel, which really pissed me off. Louis pulls Alex for speed dating and couldn't think of any questions. She said they would have threesomes, and Louis' jaw hit the freaking floor. He said he could have a throuple with Sandy and Alex, and I died laughing. I'm pretty much like a scrambled, like I'm pretty much scrambled like the egg is what he said. Lucy and Daniel match again, whatever. Clayton tells Juliet he's going to match with Rachel, and she snaps, calls him an asshole, and always will be one. Clayton and Rachel match. Juliet is pitching to Louis to pick him. Sandy interrupts and wants them to make a decision. Louis said he wants to do a throuple. She says, nah, fam. Louis ends up picking Sandy. Alex and Juliet end up hitting the bricks. Freddie said he eats 13 boiled eggs a day. I mean, in this economy. Oh, we have the kissing challenge. Louis says he's a hygienophobe and was terrified that he has to kiss everybody. AD and Ollie put it on each other. AD's lowest kiss was a 4. She scored a 4. Did we? They didn't even reveal who it was for. I don't think either. How rude. High score for Ollie was a D. Their high score was for one another. Brilliant. Lucy and Daniel. Lucy scored Daniel a 9, but he scored someone else a 10, and it was Ollie. Daniel's score of highest was a 10, and it was Lucy. Daniel was visibly upset about the situation. Rachel's high score was a 10 to Clayton. Clayton's high score was a 9, and it was Sandy. Madison highest was a 10 with Freddie. Freddie was a 10 with Madison. Louis said someone out there has straight out put their tongue straight in his mouth, and it was Rachel. Louis highest was Sandy at a 10. Low score was a 5. Teeth got bonked. It was Freddie. Louis a 9, but her score was higher with Clayton. Sandy and Clayton were the winners of the challenge, and they get to go to the boardroom, and Louis was pissed. Louis said to Sandy he would put himself on the date, which was hilarious because didn't you just match up with Rachel? Daniel's not happy. He said you did something wrong. Listen, Daniel and I have issues. How he treated Lucy in this entire thing because she rated Ollie higher on the score. That to me, we'll talk more about that in a second here. Let's see here. Louis was mad because she was over there roasting people's, just kissing people down big time. Louis asked Sandy about putting her back into the kissing challenge. They said they were pissing each other off. And here we go. Clayton is breaking shit off with Rachel again. It's boardroom time. Sandy and Clayton. We got Ray from Love Island, Scott from Love Island, Jalen from Two Out the Handle, and JR from The Ultimatum. They are putting Rachel on a date with Scott. Because Clayton decides to break it off and break Rachel's heart all over again for no damn reason. Louis says he's got Louis logic, which, I mean, I asked him about that in an interview, and you'll see that later on. Sandy's thinking about putting him on a date with AD. Clayton has returned alone. JK, dramatic entrance. Rachel and Scott go on a date together. They announce AD is going on a date. Ollie is pissed off. She put AD on a date with JR. Ollie is smitten by JR. Oh, no, sorry. AD is smitten by what? I don't know what I wrote there. AD realized that Sandy, AD is smitten by JR. AD, in the middle of their date, realized that Sandy set her up with JR, who she hooked up with on The Ultimatum. Duh, she did this for herself. She's like, I'm not going to put myself on the date. I want to see him come in the house, and I want to do that. Rachel and Scott, they're attracted to one another. She didn't remember his name, which is hilarious. AD and JR are holding hands as they come back in. Sandy and JR see each other. Louis knows the truth. JR said he's got unfinished business. 2 men will go home tonight. She said that another conversation is to be had with JR. Ollie doesn't want to be made a fool of. My boy is struggling because he likes him some AD. JR said he's going to get some cardio in later with, they can get some cardio in later. Clayton really messed up my dream scenario of Freddie and Rachel, and it really hurts my heart. Freddie and Madison join Lucy and Daniel. Louis still in the game with Sandy. Thank God. JR is scrambling, but he couldn't find anybody, couldn't convince anybody to slide into the DMs or anything like that. Nobody, like literally JR tried his best. Ollie and AD match, but JR and Clayton are gone. We have another competition here. Lucy and Daniel win. In the boardroom, Ray, Jalen, Justine, and Olivia Ray are on the board. This is where things get crazy. They had to rank the couples from best compatible to least compatible. They pulled the rug out from them, forcing them to send the strongest couples on dates. Amber and Ollie, Freddie and Madison. However, whoever they send on the date, the other person they're coupled with is going home. Home. Twist. Hello, twist. Madison is going on a date, meaning Freddie's going home. Ollie's going on a date, meaning AD is going home. AD's pissed, crying. Freddie is pissed. Ollie is paired with both Justine and Olivia Ray, and he's getting a massage and loved every minute of it. Madison and Ollie were thinking the entire time, Amber who? Freddie who? Because she went on a date with Jalen and Ray together. Justine, Olivia, Ray, and Jalen have entered the picture. It's going to be interesting to see what AD says and sees, because I'm assuming he's probably been honest with her, but it's going to be interesting to see what she says about them kind of flirting together. Let's see here. We have we'll just dive into our final matches here in just a second. Our final matches were Rachel and Scott, Lucy and Daniel, Louis and Sandy, Madison, Jalen, Justine, and Ollie, and we'll talk about them in just a second. Nick Lachey arrived and announced that the guys and girls would be spending time with the single men and ladies. We have a little mix and mingle ready happening. Our little mixer that happens every season on Perfect Match. Ollie and Louis need a TV show together, period. Louis said, do I trust me? He said, no. The ladies have arrived. Daniel said it's like a hall pass, which is crazy to me to say because it's like, dude, weren't you just complaining like 5 minutes ago? Like, oh God, you just pissed me off. And then here comes AD. Ollie and the boys are fucked. Ollie said the boys are fucked, including me. And that is our cliffhanger for this week's episode. So that said, we have got to talk about these couples and who we think could potentially win from these couples. So our couples are as follows. We have Lucy and Daniel. Oh, wrong way. We have Madison and Jalen, AD and Justine, or Ollie and Justine, Louis and Sandy, and Rachel and I forgot his name too. Rachel and Scott. Sorry, Scott. Just like Rachel for a minute. Forgot his name. So I'm going to rank this from 5 to 1 and who I think could win. All right. 5th place, Ollie and Justine. And the only reason I'm saying that is because AD's back in the picture. And once we know after the mixer, you come back and you can rematch with somebody else. I really do feel like he rematches with AD in this scenario. Coming in at number 4, I have Rachel and Scott. It's just based on, I don't really have a vibe for these two. I think Rachel might pair with somebody else posting. And I think this could be an opportunity to get Freddie back with Rachel. But I think he's going to probably reunite with Madison, Jalen. They come in 3rd just based on like throw it away. You know what I mean? Like another one that's just kind of throwaway relationship on their chances of winning the show because I don't think it's happening. Coming in at number 2, I have Lucy and Daniel. Is this where they finally split? Because if they do, I won't be sad about it because I really don't like Daniel and I don't like the way he's been treating Lucy. Our final couple coming into 1st place is Louis and Sandy. They've been together since day one. I really like these two together. And I feel like of the 5 couples, they have the strongest opportunity to stay together. But who knows what happens in the mixer because we all know that Louis could fold relatively easy to really anybody. And I just love Louis for that. But that is it for this week's episode of Love and Reality Podcast. Thank you guys so much for the continued support here. We'll be breaking down the next batch of episodes on August 8th of Perfect Match Season 3. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the couples. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the season. So I will talk to you guys a little bit later.